the power of networking. Um, Networking is definitely something that is very, very important, especially when it comes to um, just anything, any industry, a field that you want to be in. Networking is very key to meeting new people, creating new relationships, building relationships with people. Um, I definitely believe that networking is very key. I think oftentimes people uh, overlook the value of networking because oftentimes I think that people are so driven by money. And although, of course, money is important, I'm never going to be the person to try to devalue the need and the importance of money. But one thing I try to tell people, understand the fact like to get money, money comes from people. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand you gotta value people first, even before the money. You know what I'm saying? You value people, the money will come. Um, but when it comes to networking, meeting new people, potentially starting new relationships and stuff like that. Um, it's something that it can be. Meeting one person can lead to meeting another person, which can lead to meeting another person, which can maybe that person could be the person that leads you to an opportunity that you never, that you've been dreaming of or that you've been aspiring to have. Um, like I said, just from meeting the right people, meeting certain people, and connecting with them. Um, and I think that's oftentimes overlooked. You know what I'm saying? And that's essentially how you talking about a lot of successful people and people who are make a lot of money and achieve a lot of things in their life. It's networking is a big part of how they've been able to get to where they're at, even if they weren't necessarily conscious of it. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like on some coincidental thing, but still, it was networking. You met this person, they led you to this person, and this opportunity, this, that, and the third. And so I always see that. Networking has been huge for me in terms of my personal experience in my journey of entrepreneurship. Networking has been very important. Just meeting new people, uh, and just connecting, you know, with them and introducing, some of the things, ways I could add value, you know, bring some value to them, networking them with this person. And it's like, if I meet, a artist, I try to, connect them with this person who could maybe help them, um, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And people have done the same for me, and it's helped me out. You know what I'm saying? So, um, understanding that, you never know who you'll meet and how they can help you. You know what I'm saying? With whatever it is you try to do in your life. Um, you know, I think a lot of times, like I said, people overlook that. You know what I'm saying? And that they kind of stay in the same situation. It's always kind of that phrase, you have no new friends, and I'm talking to a stranger, and stuff like that. And if you're somebody of value, it just all comes down to perspective and mindset. You can't really think like that. Like my perspective on a stranger versus the average person, like to me, a stranger is just somebody I've never met before. I haven't had prior interactions with, and who knows, I could, meet this person and it turn out to be, a good connect with what it is I'm, trying to do, or, we can build some kind of rapport relationship. They might turn out to just be a good, dope person, you know what I'm saying, that, can be valuable in my life. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. And even to judge people per se by how they look, I think is a bit superficial, because you just never know what the value that somebody can bring to your life. You know what I'm saying? I go to a lot of vendor meets and just artistic uh, events and stuff like that, and just see so much talent, so much talent. Like, I like to, present at one of these exhibitions a lot, relatively popular, called Pancakes and Booze, and it's me a lot of artists, people that if you were to just be walking downtown, you know what I'm saying, you saw them, you probably wouldn't even think that they had this type of talent. You know what I'm saying? And so um, I see that, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You never know who you might meet, you know what I'm saying? And abilities that they have, like a person may have, you know what I'm saying? How that could help you on your journey, you know. So, um, never just overlook somebody just because of how they look, what type shoes they wearing, or what car they're driving, or what, all the superficial stuff that I feel like a lot of times in this day and age, people make the mere focus of everything. You know what I'm saying? The superficial stuff, and not really understanding, like, you know, there's people, there's people out here who can, may not look whatever, however way, but man, they can really help you, and they can connect you with people and places and stuff that can be very beneficial to your life. And so, you know, I definitely encourage people to stop viewing people you haven't met before as a stranger, or somebody that you just, feel kind of in fear of. Like, it's just, you just haven't met them. You know what I'm saying? You just haven't met them. You haven't opened up to them and, chopped it up. I'll tell you what, this though, in all reality, when you look at life, the people that you and most times have to be, I guess, be aware of, and just like be somewhat kind of, cautious about is usually people you've already met. like like AKA us strangers with an E in the front. Us strangers, people you have met before, and those are usually the people who turn out to be people who will, you know, do some foul stuff to you, or say certain things about you. You know what I mean? It's usually those people, people you haven't met before, that you don't really, maybe you kind of, had a couple interactions with. And those aren't usually the people you need to be worried about. It's usually the people that you've had some kind of interactions with, and to some degree, and you've met them before. Those are usually the people who would do some foul stuff to you, for because it's usually some kind of envy or jealousy or something, some things of that nature. That's usually the root of it. It's usually those people. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of times people get comfortable with that. They don't really want to expand, and oftentimes you meet new people, and you know, they not, you know, come to find out they may not be um, the people that, you know, who are beneficial to where you want to go. And you just got to keep it moving, understand it's all part of the process. You know what I'm saying? Um, just having the mindset like, you know, if I, you know, meet 10 people, you know, if I, you know, maybe two of those 10 people, if not one of those people can turn out to be a relation of value, you know what I'm saying? And so it's a numbers game, like all things, you know what I'm saying? Especially the entrepreneurial mindset, you know, it's definitely a numbers game. And so, but like I said, that one person you might meet, you know what I'm saying? Out of those 10 could be that person that can, like I said, elevate you, help elevate you, put you in, you know, a better position of where you where you're at currently. So definitely encourage networking with people, man.